Yo, what is going on, everyone? I have another review video today, and I'm actually very excited to be back doing reviews and everything. The mouse market has been quite dry, but thankfully, the mouse pad market has not been. This is the Odin Gaming Eclipse, and it is a really fun pad to use. It's just difficult to recommend to everybody because I would consider it, as of right now, the ultimate control pad. It has so much control. There's like little to no give. Like even on like startup, even with like a light like 60 gram mouse with fast skates, like the startup is still very difficult. So micro adjusting is going to be kind of hard, for most people, I think. Unless you have like a higher sense, or if you have like great mouse control, or if you're strong as shit, actually, maybe if you're a fucking dude that benches 3 plates, maybe it won't be a big deal for you. But for me, it was kind of difficult. It took about a day for me to get used to, but it wasn't like anything super strenuous to get used to. It was really, really fun maining this pad for the week that I had it. Um, so like the only like downside to this pad is the stitching. If you can kind of see, it is ever so slightly raised above the pad, which I didn't think when I laid it down. I didn't think it was gonna be that big of a deal, but just from like moving my arm like here and doing this motion, and then like even with the sleeve, you can still feel the stitching, which it's not a big deal. You can feel it in game. It's really soft, like it's non-abrasive and everything, but it's just like if you don't want that feeling, you're probably gonna have to try something else. But like I said, it's not a big deal. It's very, very plushy and everything. Um, the pad itself is also very soft. It's not an artisan soft level. It's so slightly firmer than like an artisan soft. It's barely firmer, but it is firmer. Um, but the good thing though is it's not too firm. You can still push into the pad and get really good stopping power. If you for some godforsaken reason you need more. Even with like I'm not too sure how it'll affect with every kind of mouse skates, but for Tiger ice skates and core pads, this pad works perfectly. I don't feel the bottom of the mouse, and I do not feel the texture of the mouse pad. Not that there really is any, but just make sure like if you want like thicker skates, it's definitely going to make your experience with any pad more enjoyable. So onto like the not the base, but like the surface, it is so damn nice to just rub your hand across. I'm not sure if my mic will pick it up, but it is so damn soft. It is so unbelievably soft. It's a nicer feeling, in my opinion, than an Artisan Zero. It's barely more comfortable. An Artisan Zero kind of feels like a dress sock for some reason to me. It's probably just a me thing, but that's probably the only way I can describe an Artisan Zero like surface feeling. But this is so nice. You don't feel like you feel nothing. It's really, really nice. The only downside to the surface is I've been using this pad for about a week, and it took about a day and a half for it to lay completely flat, like all the edges and everything. But the main thing that is still a problem is when you do this. Like I didn't feel it in game or aim training, but I do feel it when I just do this with my mouse. This it makes the surface feel like waves for some reason. And I think you can see it in my Vax CPA review. When I did lay it out and I redid my outro, you can see that it was like kind of like crumped up, like creased a little bit. And it's really weird because it came shipped really nice. Like it was rolled up really nice. The package got delivered with like zero damage. So it's just kind of weird that that is an issue. And honestly, I would consider this pad kind of heavy too. Like you can literally hear it like slap on my other mouse pad, which is kind of weird. But if they can update it to where it'll feel perfectly smooth like an Artisan Zero does, that would be, really good. And I wouldn't doubt the people from Odin. They've, proven time and time again that they can keep improving while listening to customer feedback. So the base, as you can see, my monitor is moving way more than the pad. Like I can shake the shit out of my desk without moving this pad. So the base is fantastic. It's definitely not an artisan base. It's kind of just like a normal base, but it lays flat or it stays, still. And that's all I can really ask for from a base. I don't really care if it sticks to a wall. There is this small little logo that is above the pad. Like there's definitely like a texture that you feel, and it does affect like a glide. But are you really gonna be aiming like? Are you really gonna be flicking like this? Like no, you're gonna be fine. And it feels nice. So Yeah, so basically, like, the whole thing is, like, if you need more control, it has, like, the ultimate form of stopping power. Like, if I just, like, it literally, like, doesn't move. It, like, once it leaves my hand, the mouse just, like, doesn't move. It's pretty cool. So this mouse pad is definitely, like, fun to use. It's not really, like, a different experience. But it's not, I can't recommend it like how I would an Artisan Zero, or like a GameSense Radar, only because you do have to get used to it. It should only take about a day, like, you know, like 5-ish hours of like good use while gaming, and you'll pretty much get used to it, especially if you're aim training. That's pretty much all I have to say for the pad, though. Tracking is a bit difficult, mainly because, like, you know, it's really slow. Startup is very difficult. Micro adjusting was definitely very difficult for me. I'm not too used to micro adjusting anyway, but it was more difficult with this pad. So play a lot of, like, you know, one wall, like 6 target thing and everything, so that you can get used to micro adjusting. Tracking was when you start the glide, it's pretty heavy, but when you're in the motion of gliding it, it's really smooth and easy to do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For $30, this could be your end game pad, which is pretty fucking insane. I know they're still sold out on their website, so just be sure to check in with their Twitter when they do restock it. Another thing too is, if you have any issues with this pad, the customer service is fucking fantastic. I like a lot of people, because the orders were so heavy that day that they released. A lot of people said they don't have their order confirmation email, and they were sorting it out, and I was one of those people, and they literally responded to me at like 9 p.m. my time, and they literally responded within like 2 minutes, and the whole thing got sorted out within like 5 to 10. It was incredible. Like, if you have a problem, they're gonna respond to you like lickety split. It'll be great. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for the pad itself. And if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment. I am always trying to respond to every single one. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace.
One's garage, she's probably going to be a season.